Very good morning, children. Adipose tissue, and another one is adipose tissue. Simply, the adipose tissue, this tissue is only for fat storage. Fat storage. So behind the skin, this adipose tissue is present in behind the skin that helps for the fat storage and acts as a thermal insulators. This adipose tissue, it contains different types of the cells in the adipose tissue. Those cells are called adipocytes. And the cells in the adipose tissue are adipocytes are present in the adipose tissue. See, in our body, these are called palms, and this is called soles. It is behind these two parts, it is made up of the fats. It is made up of adipose tissue. And some more example: sea cows, whales, dolphins, and walrus. In these animals, here behind the skin, the subcutaneous layer of the skin that is made up of adipose tissue. This adipose tissue in these animals are called as blubber. The adipose tissue in sea cows, whales, the adipose tissue in these animals are called as blubbers. And one more, camel. In the camel, the humper means like this. This is the humper. The hump of the camel, it is also made up of adipose tissue. Whatever it may be, either in the blubber or the hump or the soles and palms, it acts as a thermal insulator. Thermal insulators. And here in our body, the palms and soles. Palms and soles, in these two regions, it acts as a shock absorbers. Shock absorbers. In our body, the palms and soles, those are acts as shock absorbers in our body. This is known as adipose tissue. In this adipose tissue, according to the location of the lipid droplet. See, according to this one, lipid droplets in infants, in fetuses, the adipose tissue. This is the adipose tissue. In fetuses and infants, in this adipose tissue, this contains a several lipid droplets are present. Several lipid droplets are present in the infants and the fetuses. And here, not only these it contains several mitochondria. The number of the mitochondria are also more here. More mitochondria. Due to the presence of the mitochondria in infants and the fetuses, it gives the heat to the body. So, the lipid droplets, according to the presence of the lipid droplets and the mitochondria, those are segregated into different types. See here, those are white adipose tissue, WAT, white adipose tissue, and the second one is brown adipose tissue. White adipose tissue, second one is brown adipose tissue. See, in the white adipose tissue, this is the adipose tissue. In this adipose tissue, it has a large single lipid droplet. It has a large single lipid droplet. Large single lipid droplet is present in the white adipose tissue with very few mitochondria. With very few mitochondria, due to the presence very less mitochondria in this adipose tissue, this white adipose tissue is metabolically inactive. This is metabolically inactive. This white adipose tissue is metabolically inactive due to the presence of the mitochondria. It is very less mitochondria are present in white adipose tissue. In this white adipose tissue, we found in adults. This white adipose tissue. Common points. White adipose tissue are the WAT. In this white adipose tissue, it contains a large single lipid droplet with very few mitochondria. This white adipose tissue, it found in the adults, but this white adipose tissue, it is metabolically inactive. Why? Because because of the few mitochondria. Now coming to the brown adipose tissue. In the brown adipose tissue, simply called as BAT, brown adipose tissue. In the brown adipose tissue, that contains numerous lipid droplets. Numerous lipid droplets are present, so it is called multilocular. But here it has only single lipid droplet, so it is called monolocular. So the white adipose tissue is monolocular with a single large lipid droplet, whereas the multilocular, it is brown adipose tissue with many lipid droplets. That is multilocular. Not only these lipid droplets, the mitochondria number also more. The mitochondria number in the brown adipose tissue also more in this brown adipose tissue. So that this adipose tissue is metabolically active. See, this white adipose tissue is metabolically inactive, but the brown adipose tissue metabolically active due to the presence of a large number of the mitochondria. The mitochondria is more than the white adipose tissue. This is brown adipose tissue. It is found in fetuses, infants. In infants and fetuses, we found this brown adipose tissue. It is metabolically active. Clear? Next one is reticular tissue. Reticular tissue. It is divided into dense, regular connective tissue, dense regular connective tissue, and the second one is dense irregular connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue, it is the second one. Reticular tissue, it is divided into dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue due to the presence of the collagen fibers. See here, in some of the dense connective tissue, the collagen fibers are arranged in bundles. In some parts, these collagen fibers are irregularly arranged. According to this reticular tissue is divided into dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue. In the dense regular connective tissue, here the collagen fibers are arranged parallelly. Here the collagen fibers are arranged parallelly. This type of tissue is called as dense regular connective tissue. In the dense regular connective tissue, the collagen fibers arranged, those are dense irregular connective tissue. And coming to the dense irregular connective tissue, in the dense irregular connective tissue, the collagen fibers are arranged irregularly. Here in the dense regular connective tissue, the collagen fibers are parallelly arranged, whereas the dense irregular connective tissue, the collagen fibers are irregularly arranged. One more tissue is present here, that is elastic tissue. In the elastic tissue, here it is made up of a protein is called elastin. It gives a flexibility to the particular organ. And this elastic tissue, it is found in first one is larynx. It is also present in the trachea and bronchi. These are some of the examples where the elastic tissue is present. See, the dense regular connective tissue examples are, first one is tendon and the second one is ligament. First one is tendon, second one is ligament. See, this is the skin. Here, this is bone. One bone, see, phalanges, bones, and this is movable. Here one bone, here one more bone. So this bone connects to this bone. Here one part is involved for the connection of one bone with another bone. At the same time, once compare our body with the skeleton. What is the skeleton in the laboratory? When we lift the hand of the skeleton to upwards, when we relieve from our fingers from this one, it comes to normal position. But what about my hand? When I lift my hand up to here, it never come back to here. So here the bones connects to the muscles to hold our body to like this. This is the function because of the tendons and ligaments. Tendon and ligaments. Here the tendon is the part that connects bone with muscle. Bone connects to the muscle with the help of the tendon. What is ligament? Here bone connects to the bone. Bone connects with another bone with the help of ligament. See, the tendon is the part that connects bone with the muscle, whereas the ligament is the part that connects bone with the bone. These two are the examples for the dense regular connective tissue. So this is about reticular tissue. One more tissue is present. This tissue is mucous connective tissue. mucous connective tissue. This is one is additional connective tissue. These mucous connective tissue that secretes the mucus. For example, this mucous connective tissue in umbilical cord. In umbilical cord, this mucous connective tissue is present as a Wharton's jelly. Wharton's jelly. See, in the mucous connective tissue, this mucous connective tissue, it is present in umbilical cord as a Wharton's jelly. This is a mucous connective tissue, different connective tissues in our body.